NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Ohio Northern University, where the Capital Crusaders take on the ONU Polar Bears. Tonight's game is brought to you by Schwieterman Pharmacy, Francis Furniture, 4U Office Supplies, Wagner's IGA, NKTelco, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, Kewpie Hamburgers. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hi,
Hello everyone and welcome to college football here on NKTelco Sports. I'm Tom Sharp alongside me Dave Helmstetter. We're at Dial Roberson Stadium here on the campus of Ohio Northern
From my new desk to promotional materials and printers and copiers and so much more.
And the Marietta Pioneers. Dave,
and
the Polar
free
Bears
freight, no
entered
minimum
tonight's
orders and
contest
competitive
5-2
pricing
overall,
is my
4-2
one-stop
in the
shopping
OAC.
destination with personalized service and name brands I
tonight
trust.
going in different directions. Ohio Northern building momentum with 2 straight wins. Marietta, on the other hand, has won one time this season and has lost their last 3 games.
I'm Shelby. I just started my first business.
Like I said,
so to get my business off and running, I called 4U Office. 4U has everything I need to run my business efficiently and effectively. From my new desk to promotional materials and printers and copiers and so much more, 4U is truly there for me. And with free freight, no minimum orders and competitive pricing, it is my one-stop shopping destination with personalized service and name brands I trust.
Absolutely. So the third night game here at Bill Roberson Stadium in the history of Ohio Northern University football here on the campus of Ohio Northern. And we'll have all the action that's coming up next here on NKTelco Sports.
I just started my first business.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Welcome back to Dial Roberson Stadium as we're just underway. The opening kickoff. Big return here for the Pioneers, bringing the ball up to about the 43-yard line. Nice return for Marietta here to start the opening drive here against the Polar Bears. Want to welcome everybody back here to Ohio Northern University for tonight's matchup here between the Polar Bears and the Marietta Pioneers. This will be the first offensive series here of the ball game. They hand it off up the middle. Wow, nice gain there for the Pioneers. Gain of about 9 on the play. While they unscramble that, we'll bring our keys to the ball game, sponsored by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
For Marietta, it's stopped the streak. They've lost 8 straight times to Ohio Northern. Number 2, last week against Heidelberg, the defense must be improved. Gave up the first 9 possessions Heidelberg score, and the Bush attack, which we just saw. Fine running back for Marietta. Does a great job for the Pioneers in rushing the football. For Ohio Northern, keys to the game, off and running. They need to get off to a good start like they did last week with Reed Allen running a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then the second point edge on special teams. Ohio Northern has, in the last several games, has had some great play from their special teams, and they need for that to continue here this evening. And then the third point, they have a young man by the name of Ricardo Johnson, his second career start, filling in for Will Freed because of an injury to Freed. If he can continue his strong play, Ohio Northern will be looking good here this evening, Tom.
Well, about the third straight time they're running play for the Pioneers. As again, they gave that one to Bush. He goes right up the middle and gains 5 on the play.
Bush is an outstanding running back. He ran for 152 yards, rushing 24 carries and 2 touchdowns a week ago in that loss to Heidelberg.
You know, as we were saying earlier on, Marietta here's been struggling here as of late, but this is exactly what they need to start this ball game.
Yeah, and Bush overall, he's had 97 rushes this year, 458 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
First pass of the ball game is complete to Heinman. He picks up a first down. Nice drive here to start the ball game for the Pioneers. They have the ball now on the 31-yard line of the Polar Bears. Bush is standing right behind Havens. Havens fakes the handoff. He goes up the middle. Gain of about 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
And early going, Marietta's had 3 rushes, 17 yards total, and Havens 1 for 1 and 9 yards completion. So the Pioneers off to a great start here, Tom.
And again, that's exactly what they need. They need to get off to a good start here in this ball game. Because like we said, really the Polar Bears, they've been rolling here as of late. They've been playing pretty good. In some troubles, able to get it away. Is incomplete as Havens was pressured by the Polar Bear defense.
Boy, some great pressure there by the Polar Bears. The defensive line, Cunningham, Mallory, all sorts of pressure put on the quarterback for Marietta that time.
So his first incompletion for Havens, just a second attempt, but so bring up 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 29-yard line. Havens takes a snap from the gun, passes over the middle, and it is complete. It's complete to Alex Smith. And he picks up the first down for the Pioneers. So we'll move the chains. Havens has Bush right behind him. Takes the snap, hands it off to him. Bush goes up the middle. Nice gain there of about 5 yards. So bring up 2nd and 5. Ball will be resting on the 15-yard line.
Trent Stout in on the tackle that time for Ohio Northern. Trent has 45 tackles on the season for Ohio Northern. That ranks 3rd on the squad.
Again, Havens in the gun. Takes the snap a little high, but he's able to give it off, or he kept it, excuse me.
That was a great fake.
It was. Gained a couple on that one, so it's going to gain about 2, so 3rd and 3.
Big 3rd down play here for first quarter of action here with Marietta and Ohio Northern.
Havens goes up to the line, barks out some instructions. Now he takes the snap. He hands it off to Bush. Bush, nice hole, brings it inside the 2 into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers.
$15-yard run for Roger Bush, and Marietta's on the scoreboard first. We talked about a quick start. Unfortunately, it's not Ohio Northern, but rather it's Marietta.
It's Marietta, but again, that's exactly what Marietta needed to do, though, too. They needed a nice quick start, and that's exactly what they got. And it all started with that kickoff return. Extra point is up, and it is good. Here we are again with that replay. Bush going almost right up the middle. Brings it into pay dirt. We have 10:23 left to go in the first quarter. Your score, the Pioneers 7, Polar Bears 0. We'll be back right after these messages.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Excellent start for the Pioneers there as they take their first drive to pay dirt. They're on the board 7-0 early here in this first quarter.
Nice drive by Marietta, 6 plays, 39 rushing yards, 18 passing, total of 57. Excellent setup by the excellent return on the opening kickoff, and just a nice solid drive with a couple of passes mixed in with some good running by Roger Bush, and Bush had 27 yards on that drive.
Matkovic's kickoff is taken by one of the up men. He returns it to about the 47-yard line. So decent starting position here for the Polar Bears.
I love their uniforms tonight.
Yes, absolutely.
Orange looks great.
Really pick out the numbers. So just underway here. First possession for the Polar Bears. Just fakes the handoff, goes to the right side. Nice spin move. Nice gain there.
And, you know, Ricardo Johnson, a little bit of a different kind of quarterback than Will Freed. Will Freed more the drop back type of, more a pro style, I guess you'd say, quarterback in the pocket. And Ricardo has got a little bit more of an ability to run, so it'll be an interesting evening.
So he has a nice gain there of about 6 yards, so 2nd and 4. Is the handoff that time. Magazine just a little short.
And of course, if you aren't familiar, Will Freed was the freshman quarterback that came out, set the school record in the opening game of the season, and then against Capital a couple of weeks ago had a shoulder injury and is going to be out for a couple of games. But in the meantime, Ricardo Johnson, who was a contender for the starting quarterback position, is now for the 2nd straight week the starter for the Polar Bears.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Give it to Magazine. He goes to the left side, gets a nice block on the end, and picks up the first down.
And Justin Magazine, just an example of consistency for the Polar Bears. All OAC player for the season. He's got 780 rushing yards and 157 carries, 11 touchdowns. Just a standout player for Ohio Northern.
So the Polar Bears pick up the first down. Ball resting on the 41-yard line of the Pioneers. Fakes the handoff. It's going deep over the side here, and it is no good. That was intended for Reed Allen.
Just a little bit too strong, and Ricardo, who was, I believe, 14 out of 18 a week ago, just a little bit too strong that time for Allen.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Johnson was 14 out of 17 passing for 116 yards and 12 rushes for 76 yards. Very nice package.
He had trips to his right. He throws that way. Nice gain on that one. So bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Polar Bears. 8:19 left to go in this first quarter. Johnson has Magazine on his right side. Throws pass over to the side, and it is caught. It'll be another first down. That one goes to Devin Price.
Beautiful pass there by Johnson, right on the numbers. Ohio Northern has an excellent drive going.
They're inside the 25-yard line, down to the 22. So again, Johnson in the gun. He has Magazine on his right side. And trips to his left. Hands it off to Magazine, and boy, they got right to him early there in the backfield. It's going to be about a loss of a yard on the play.
Aaron Johnson, number 55 for Marietta, read that play beautifully and made the stop, and it's a loss of a yard or two.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12 now. Ball on the 24-yard line. Johnson hands it off to Magazine, who goes up the middle, breaks a few tackles, still going inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. We'll call him down at the 7. Nice run there, again, by Magazine, breaking a few tackles.
Yeah, he's just wonderful performance there by Magazine, and the Polar Bears up quick to keep the momentum going here on this drive.
It'll be 1st and goal at the 7. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Pioneers. We'll take timeout with them. You're watching college football here on NKTelco Sports.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
.633 left to go here in this first quarter. The Polar Bears are within striking range here. They're 1st and goal on the 7.
Johnson's doing a beautiful job on this drive.
He is.
Nice balance. His ability to run the football, of course, with Justin Magazine in the backfield, that helps. Good solid receiver like Devon Price. Yep. And the drive continues for Ohio Northern.
So 1st and goal. Got the ball on the 7-yard line. Gives it to Magazine. Gets it inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it at the 3, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. They get the play call from the sideline. Johnson gives it off to Magazine, and Magazine trips. I don't know if they got their feet tangled up or if the turf monster got him or what.
Just looks like he slipped and fell right at the 5-yard line, so that's going to put up a big 3rd down play for the Polar Bears, and the signal comes in from the sidelines. One thing about Ricardo Johnson, he hails from St. Paul, Minnesota, so that's an interesting perspective, and the quarterback that he replaced, Will Freed, hails from California. So
drops back to pass in this one.
Goodness. And
almost picked off, or a lot of contact.
Lots of contact, and of course we're sitting next to the Marietta coaches, so they wanted offensive pass interference called, but a real fight for the football, but it's incomplete, and now the special teams come onto the field for Ohio Northern.
So the Polar Bears trying to put 3 on the board here. Puts it through the uprights, and it is good. So the Polar Bears are on the board, but they still trail Marietta 7-3 with 5:09 left to go in this first quarter. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Bill Robinson Field, Dow Roberson Stadium here on the campus of Ohio Northern University. Polar Bears drive stalls around the 3-yard line. They settle for 3 points with a field goal. But now they trail 7-3 against the Pioneers.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise here in the first quarter. Yeah. But, in the Ohio Athletic Conference, there's a real battle at the top, not so much for the first place position because of the dominance of Mount Union at 6-0, but you have John Carroll, Baldwin Wallace, Ohio Northern, and Otterbein all in the hunt there for second place. John Carroll ranks 17th, and Baldwin Wallace, both with 5-1 records, and of course Ohio Northern and Otterbein at 4-2.
The kickoff there goes into the end zone, so we'll come out to the 20-yard line as Pioneers will start their drive from there.
And Ohio Northern lost a very tough one early in the season by a point to Baldwin Wallace, but they beat number 17 John Carroll earlier in the year by 3. So the fight for the second spot is ongoing, and Marietta here is with only one OAC victory is off to a pretty good start here in the first quarter.
So if you're a Pioneer fan, this is exactly the way you wanted to see the game start out. So their second possession. Off to the sideline, and boy, he gets a nice block downfield. Big gain there for Nick O'Neill for the Pioneers. They bring the ball up to the 44-yard line. And this up the middle with Bush. Nice gain there of about 5 yards.
Nice stop there by Ohio Northern's linebacker Zach Smergy out of Wapakoneta. Zach, the leading tackler on the Ohio Northern squad, makes the play there against Bush.
Bush loses his helmet there on that play, so he'll have to go out for a play. So 2nd down and 5.
Smergy is the top tackler on the Ohio Northern University squad with 76. We got penalty markers on the play.
Yes, I think the first one of the ball game. A false start against the Pioneers. Back them up to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So Ohio Northern on the drive that led to the field goal. They had 11 offensive plays, 48 yards total. 29 of those were on the ground, 7 rushes.
So nice run there.
Nice defensive play there by Will Bodden from his defensive back position for Ohio Northern.
It was Nick O'Neill that ran the ball for the Pioneers. Gained 2 on that play. Going to be 3rd down and 8 now. Bush comes back into the ball game. Havens in the gun. Fakes the handoff. Throws it downfield and falls incomplete. So their drive will stall. They'll punt it away here.
A lot of pressure that time from linebacker Zach Smergy. Put the heat on Havens, and pass is incomplete, and Ohio Northern's defense stops Marietta.
It'll be 4th and 8. They'll be punting. Zach Camper, the punter for the Pioneers. He gets it away. Fair catch signal there by Reed Allen. So it'll be Polar Bear ball, 1st down and 10 on their 32-yard line. 3:19 left to go in this first quarter yet. Second possession here for the Polar Bears.
Short punt that time sets up good field position for Ohio Northern. Camper's punt about 22 yards, so Ohio Northern in business at the 31.
This is quarterback there keeps a Ricardo Johnson down inside the 30. Wow, big run there by Ricardo Johnson.
It's like just about a run of about 40 yards that time for Ricardo Johnson. Beautiful fake, beautiful move, and the young sophomore has got some excellent speed once he gets to the outside.
Now he throws it out to his right side. Gets an excellent tackle downfield and brings it into the end zone. I believe that was Price. Okay, so Devin Price there with a big reception there in the yards after the catch. Got a couple blocks downfield. Brings it into the end zone. Polar Bears with their first lead of the ball game. And the kick is up and good. 2:51 left to go in the opening quarter. Your score, the Polar Bears 10, Pioneers 7. You're watching college football on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
2:51 left to go in this opening quarter here. Polar Bears strike on their second possession with a touchdown.
Boy, Devin Price, just an excellent receiver for the Polar Bears. He's second in the OAC and 11th nationally with an average of 7.7 receptions per game. He's third in the league in the conference, 644 yards receiving. And Ohio Northern's all-time leading receiver as well with 209 catches. And those numbers are only improving so far this evening.
Cheney's kickoff. They're going to take it out of the end zone. Probably not a wise decision.
I don't think he had much choice. I think he looked like he
backpedaled into it. Yeah.
Great coverage by Ohio Northern special teams there.
Yes, absolutely.
They were all over that one.
So the Pioneers will start their third possession now. Inside the 15, they're going to mark it at the 13. Havens has Bush right behind him. Fakes the handoff. Going to pass deep over the middle and overthrows the intended receiver.
Going for broke, Tom. They pitched that one down the field. trying to catch Ohio Northern, perhaps sleeping.
So we'll bring up second down now, 2nd and 10. Again, Havens has Bush standing right behind him. Havens in the gun. Down to 5 on the play clock. They get it snapped, hands it off to Bush. Bush breaks one tackle and gets positive yardage after that. Gain of about 5 on that play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 5. Again, Havens in the gun. Bush behind him. 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Flushed out of the pocket, throws over the middle. And it throws behind Bush. He was wide open, but the throw was behind him. And falls incomplete, 4th down.
And it's with the way the wind is blowing right now here at Ohio Northern on the campus, the wind is coming out of the southeast, and it makes it very difficult for the punter. Last time Camper's punt was only 22 yards, and now the field position is going to swing again as they're kicking from their own 20.
Snap is back to him. He gets it off. He gets a high punt. And it is fair caught. I didn't see the number.
That was Allen, I do
Was
believe.
it? Okay, all right. Reed Allen. So they will take over there inside Pioneer territory. The ball on the 48-yard line.
Yeah, since that opening drive, Marietta, his offense has not shown us just too much.
Right,
Ohio
yeah.
Northern's defense made all the adjustments. Very aggressive play by Ohio Northern's defense, which is great to see for Polar Bear fans. And I tell you, the offense is, I think we're just seeing them start to kick this one in because Johnson and Magazine and Price and the rest of them are it's a very powerful offense.
Fakes the handoff. Going deep over the middle and has a guy wide open. Is it down to the 15-yard line?
And again, I think that was Devon Price
Yep.
again. And you see why he leads the world in receptions, at least the Ohio Athletic Conference. And nice catch. He came back on the throw, and once again, Ohio Northern's on the drive.
Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line.
Nice 33-yard pickup there for Ohio Northern.
Handoff to Magazine around the left side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Polar Bears.
Magazine, just a strong runner. He got to the outside, used his blockers, and found the end zone.
The last 2 possessions, again, just the Polar Bears just made it look really easy. For the extra point.
Number 14, Connor Devine is the snapper.
And the extra point is good.
Senior quarterback does his job, doesn't he?
There you go. Can't quarterback do that. So with 1:20 left to go in the opening quarter, Polar Bears 17, Pioneers 7. We'll be back right after these messages.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
1:20 left to go in the opening quarter here for the Polar Bears. They are now in the lead by 10, 17-7 after that nice scoring drive.
15-yard run by Justin Magazine, and that puts Ohio Northern up by 10. And the Polar Bears have rushed for 164 yards, or they have a total offense of 164 yards here in the first half of play. Nice balance. 85 rushing yards, 79 passing yards.
Kickoff is taken by about the 4-yard line. Brought up to about the 23, 24, somewhere in there, and Pioneers will take over first down and 10 from that spot. With 1:14 left in this first quarter. Havens once again in the gun. There's Moorfield in motion. Gives the handoff up the middle.
As the first quarter comes to an end, Ohio Northern has 164 yards total offense, 15 offensive plays, and as we said, 85 rushing yards and 79 passing. Marietta has 11 rushes for 71 yards, 2 for 6 passing for only 18 yards. Total offense, 17 plays, 89 yards. Time of possession, Ohio Northern has had it just a little over 6 minutes, and Marietta, thanks to that first drive that they had, just a little bit over 7, Tom.
Nick O'Neill gets his second carry here in this drive. Gains about 3 yards on that one, so bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Pioneers. Big third down here. Play clock is off. We're down to 7 seconds here, and the Pioneers will just let this quarter run out, and we'll switch ends. So we have one complete here from Bill Robinson Stadium, Bill Robinson Field, Dial Robertson Stadium here on the campus of Ohio Northern University. The Polar Bears 17, the Pioneers 7. We'll be back right after this.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Polar Bears with a 10-point lead, getting ready to start this second quarter, 17-7. And like you said, Dave, after the first drive here for the Pioneers, they really haven't done much.
No, Ohio Northern has really picked up the pace on defense, very aggressive offensively. Ricardo Johnson settling in nicely to his role as the quarterback, using the veteran players that he has in Justin Magazine and Devon Price, and Ohio Northern's got the 10-point lead as we move into the second quarter of play.
Davis takes the snap, drops back to pass, goes over the middle, incomplete. I believe it was
almost intercepted there, and Ohio Northern had a real good shot at that interception. That was Justin Tello, number 9. He's shaking his head that time. I think he thought he had that one.
I believe it was intended for the tight end, that number 17, Nick Hindman. So Pioneers are forced to punt it away.
And the punting game has been a problem for Marietta, really. When you look at special teams play, a couple of short punts has set up some nice Ohio Northern drives. But this time, they have the wind with them.
You're exactly right. Yes, we'll see the difference here is with the wind. Yeah, much better inside the 30. Special teams did a good job getting down there and making the tackle.
Yeah, Reed Allen didn't have too much room there. Reed, number 6, picks up a couple of yards, and Ohio Northern will start it off at the 32.
It's their first possession here in the second quarter as we're just underway in the second. 14-47. Polar Bears with that 10-point lead. Johnson has Magazine right behind him. Now Magazine moves to his right, now over to his left. Fakes the handoff. Johnson's going to keep it. Gains probably about 5 on the play, it looks like, as he runs out of bounds. That's what they're going to say. 2nd down and 5 now for the Polar Bears. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
Johnson's now got 85 yards in rushing so far for Ohio Northern.
Big hole for Magazine. And he finally gets taken down inside the 25-yard line down to the 23. Big run there for Justin Magazine.
Pickup of 38 yards.
Wow. So
Polar Bears ready to go, too.
They give it to him again. He goes right up the middle. Gains about 3 on that play. So 2nd down and 7. Polar Bears looking to extend that 10-point lead.
And just like that, Magazine is over 80 yards rushing so far here in the first half of play.
Wow, how did he get through that? Johnson brings it inside the 1 into the end zone. Touchdown, Polar Bears.
Just a beautiful fake, beautiful run, and then a power move right to get into the end zone. Johnson impressing everyone here this evening.
I don't know how he got out of the backfield. You know, like you said, the beautiful fake, but they should have had him in the backfield already. So now we're waiting the PAT. DeMario puts it up, and it is good. 13-19 left to go in the second quarter. Your score, the Polar Bears 24, Pioneers 7. You're watching college football on NKTelco Sports.
Need a good night's sleep? Here at Francis Furniture, we fulfill all your needs and wants with a huge selection of quality, low-priced furnishings. We guarantee our mattresses will give you the best night's sleep ever.
Welcome back here as we get a look at Johnson's run there to score the touchdown. Look at this, even the power to get in there to break the plane.
Boy, that's just a beautiful run. Worth a second look, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So
a 20-yard run for a touchdown.
Polar Bears are up now, 24-7. And so while you look at it, you put both of those with Johnson and Magazine in the backfield, and wow, what a threat. Kickoff is picked up at the 10-yard line. By Hawkins, and he returns it up to the 22. So the Pioneers will have 1st down and 10. Well, we have a flag on the field, so we will back them up. So during the return, holding. So they'll bring the ball back inside the 10-yard line. Down to the 7. So big possession here for the Pioneers. They really need to get something going. So give a run around the left side. That was Bush. He gains 3 on the play. They give it up to him again. He breaks a few tackles up the middle and picks up a big first down. Moves the chains. Gets the ball up to the 25-yard line. Quick going here for the Pioneers. They fake the pass. Was Havens.
Trent Stout, number 27, made the tackle there for Ohio Northern. Trent's having a pretty good game here this evening. That's his 6th tackle of the evening. He's got been the 4th unassisted. He's got 2 assisted tackles. So Stout doing a great job for Ohio Northern.
Havens takes the snap. Gives it off. Breaking some more tackles again is Bush. Picks up another first down.
And Stout, pursuit there, makes the tackle. They ran away from Stout that time and ended up still making the tackle.
And he still makes the tackle, yeah, wow. Bush again, this time met in the backfield as soon as he took the handoff. Loss of 1 on the play. Bush will check out of the ball game.
Tristan Mallory, number 34, in on the stop that time. Nice play by Mallory.
So now they give it off to O'Neal.
There's a helmet.
It looks like O'Neal got back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like a polar bear lost his helmet, so he will come out.
Gee, I wonder who lost it. Is that Stout? Looks like
it kind of looks like.
You can't tell if it's 27 or 22, but it looks like Stout.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Pioneers. As O'Neal goes in motion.
Oh boy.
Right up the middle, and wow.
Will Bowden in on the stop, as well as number 9, Justin Tello. Tello and Bowden make the stop for Ohio Northern, or that may have been an end zone run.
Since the Pioneers have gone to the hurry-up offense here, they've done a lot better job moving the ball. Ball's right now at the 35-yard line. Havens keeps it. Gains about 5 yards, 6 yards. Yeah, they'll give 6. Will be 2nd down and 4. Right back to the line. The Pioneers go. Havens keeps it this time as he fakes it to O'Neal. Picks up a first down at the 20.
Tello made a real nice tackle there on the quarterback from Marietta.
So 1st and 10 with the ball at the 20-yard line for the Pioneers. Havens rolls to his left, has a receiver wide open and goes through his hands.
Havens just missed on that one. That's his 6th passing attempt of the night. He's completed 2 so far, 18 yards. But that's a big incompletion for Marietta.
So it brings up 2nd down now, 2nd and 10. Havens takes the snap. Gives it to Bush. Bush takes it up the middle. It's going to be about 3rd down and 5 now.
Smurgy and a host of Ohio Northern defenders in on that, about 4 players in on the stop to take Bush down. Roger has 9 carries. That was his 10th carry of the night, 70-plus yards.
3rd and 5, ball at the 15-yard line. Evans takes the snap, gives it to Bush, and he gains about 1 on that play. 4th and 4 now.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Tom? This, I think Marietta's going to go for it, but it's a big point in time. 4th and 3, football at the 14-yard line, so 24, 31-yard field goal with the win. They're going to go for it as they trail 24-7.
Havens is under center here. Fakes the handoff, has the receiver open, and he throws it behind him.
Incomplete, and good defense there by Cody Cox for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, so the throw behind the intended receiver. So they turn it over on downs. Goes back to the Polar Bears, 1st down and 10 with the ball on the 14-yard line.
There's a nice look at the Ohio Northern offensive unit as they come on to the field. 232 total yards offense so far here, and we've got 8 minutes to go in the first half.
We got a long way to go yet.
Smokes, Tom. That's a lot of yards that are going to come up.
Wow, nice run right up the middle by Magazine. Picks up a big 1st down.
Got 81 yards on that before that carry. 9 rushes, 81 yards. So he is getting very close to the 100-yard mark already.
Like you said, we're only at the 8-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10, ball rest at the 30.
I found it fascinating against Capital how much offensive yards were accumulated. Both teams were right at the 500 mark.
Johnson gets taken down in the backfield.
And Capital had most of theirs on the ground, but Ohio Northern had a nice balance, which is what they have here this evening as well.
It's going to be 2nd down and 12. Loss of 2 on that play. Ball's now at the 28. They take the snap, they give it to Magazine, and he's going to be met in the backfield again. He may have gained 1 on that play. It looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12. So they're going to keep it there where it was. So no gain on that last play. So 3rd and 12 now for the Polar Bears. See if the Pioneers can hold them. This will be a big defensive stand here for the Pioneers. Johnson drops back to pass. In and out of the hands. Incomplete, so they will be forced to punt. .6:34 left in the 2nd quarter. So again, the Pioneers should get pretty good field position out of this.
Ed Johnson's 4 out of 7 throwing the football for 79 yards.
Well, you see, once you get that ball up in the air, boy, it just really dives almost straight down. They got that one at the 49-yard line.
Nice high punt, and about midfield, it dive.
Yes. It almost fell straight down. So good field position here for the Pioneers to start this drive. 6:26 left to go in the second quarter. Havens has two receivers to his left, one to his right. Hands it off up the middle was O'Neal. He gains about 4 on the play. Brings up second down and 6. Oh, this time they meet O'Neal in the backfield and take him down.
Nice defensive play there by Ohio Northern. Scott Rapp, number 99, made his presence known that time.
So 3rd and 7 now for the Pioneers. Havens drops back to pass. Has a seam over the middle. Runs with it and picks up a first down before he's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Well, they're going to mark it at the 40, so big first down there for the Pioneers. Five-minute mark here in the second quarter. Havens gives it off to O'Neal. O'Neal gets met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So brings up second down and 10. Give it off to Bush. Bush goes right up the middle. He's going to be short about a yard. Gains 9 on that. We'll give him. So it'll be 3rd and 1.
And Bush, 84 yards and 12 carries so far.
Right back to the line they go. They give it to Bush, and he picks up the first down. Needed 1, gained 2.
And to say the least, Bush is the offense for Marietta here this evening.
He definitely is. You're exactly right.
He's a workhorse. There's a.
They had flags before the play started. It'll be a false start against the Pioneers. They'll back them up 5. Be 1st and 15. 3:48 left on the clock. Havens gets everybody back to the line. Bush is right behind him. Havens scrambled out of the pocket.
Spurgey in on the stop. Zach with the tackle.
So gets the penalty yardage back. Plus another yard, so brings up second down and 9. Fakes a handoff, passes it to his right, breaks a tackle. And a touchdown, a big touchdown for the Pioneers. So now they got the extra point here to make it a 10-point ball game. Kick is up, and it is good. We have 2:45 left to go in this second quarter. Your score, the Polar Bears 24, Pioneers 14. We'll be back right after these messages.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
2:45 left to go in this second quarter.
Havens completed that pass to Hunter Rockrick for 28 yards and a Marietta touchdown. 2:45 to go here in the first half of play. Havens 3 out of 8 and 46 yards passing as Marietta bounces back with a touchdown to make it a 10-point game.
So we'll see how the Polar Bears respond to that. They'll have a little bit of time here before half to make something happen. Matkovic gets the kick off, taken at the goal line. They got it up to about the 17-yard line.
Reed Allen on the return.
So we have 2:40 now before halftime.
Marietta with 229 yards total offense here in the first half of play on 41 plays compared to 246 yards total offense for Ohio Northern, but only 23 plays. So the numbers are even, the plays are different, and time of possession is a big difference.
He breaks a tackle again.
Marietta's had the football 17 and a half minutes compared to 9 minutes.
Wow.
Just a little bit under 10 minutes for Ohio Northern. Strange but true.
Right, yeah, yes. So Magazine gains 5 on that run. So it'll be second down and 5, 2:12 before half. Still plenty of time here for the Polar Bears. Pass over the middle.
Devon Price with the catch.
Picks up the first down, brings the ball up to the 37-yard line.
Price's 5th catch of the first half.
So just a little over 2 minutes to go. Not quite sure why the clock was stopped for so long, but they got it winding now. Johnson fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. Goes to his right side and runs out of bounds.
Be just short of that first down, Tom, about 2-3 yards perhaps.
And I think they're going to give about 8 yards on that. So, yeah, second down and 2. Clock stops as Johnson runs out of bounds. Again, they get the play call from the sideline. Johnson has Magazine standing right behind him. 1 receiver to his left, 2 to his right. Now, Magazine goes to the left side of Johnson, fakes the handoff. Going to go over the middle, right in stride. Excellent job there as he gets it down to Allen again.
Boy, what a beautiful play.
And again, beautiful play right in stride. Never broke stride.
First down, drive continues. Clock is running with 1:20 to go, but Ohio Northern just putting together yet another beautiful drive here in the first half.
Get the ball on the 22-yard line. Again, a fake to Magazine. There's going to be a hold as the throw goes into the end zone for a touchdown, but I believe they're going to call Magazine with a hold there. That one will come back. Yeah, that's who they call it on, number 4. So 10 yards. They'll move them back, and it will still be first down, 1st and 20. And fakes the handoff. Yeah, oh, nice hit.
Nice defensive play there by Marietta. Number 25 puts the hit on and breaks up that screen play. And he did a wonderful job of that. And there's an injury to one of our Ohio Northern players.
We're just about under, we are under a minute to go before halftime. 59 seconds left.
Number 25 was Ben Hawkins, a freshman, 5'9", 186-pounder on the Marietta defense, a defensive back that read the play, made the hit, and great defensive play by Hawkins.
It was a great defensive play. Yes, it was. Excellent to see Magazine jump up after that. Now he's up and walking off the field. Sure, he'll be right back out there after this play. The Polar Bears go back. Go back to the line of scrimmage here with just under a minute to go.
It gives number 5, Rodney Holmes, an opportunity at tailback for Ohio Northern. Holmes in the lineup. He's a freshman, 5'10", 185-pounder out of Miami, Florida.
Oh, nice run here. It'll be short of the first down because of that penalty, that holding penalty earlier on. So bring up 3rd and 9. So that run gained about 11. .54 seconds to go before half. Johnson drops back to pass, throws over the middle. Wide open, gets the first down and goes out of bounds.
Wisely goes out of bounds.
Exactly. And that was Devin Price. 47 seconds now on the clock. Ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Magazine is back in there. Johnson in the gun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself and into the end zone. Touchdown, Polar Bears. Nice run there by Ricardo Johnson. Fakes the handoff, takes it to the right side, and right on into pay dirt. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. We have 42 seconds left to go before halftime. Polar Bears leading 31-14 over the Pioneers. We'll be back right after these messages.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
Nice scoring drive there for the Polar Bears as they strike with 42 seconds left to go in the second quarter, extending their lead 31-14.
A 9-yard run by Ricardo Johnson for the touchdown. DeMario with the extra point. Johnson has 87 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns in 7 carries, an average of 12.4 yards per rush. A pretty explosive package for Ohio Northern tonight. Couple that with Justin Magazine, and you've got a pretty potent ground game.
That one picked up by O'Leary. Or excuse me, O'Neal, I mean. O'Neal returns it up to about the 40-yard line. So Pioneers will take it there. 37 seconds left. Havens in the guns, dropping back to pass. Flushed down the pocket and tackled from behind.
Number 38, Kyle Beverly, in on the stop. And Beverly also one of the defensive linemen for Ohio Northern who's having a fine season.
So Marietta takes a timeout. 28 seconds to go. They'll have 2 left. Where they stop the clock. 28 seconds left. Get a couple of plays out of here, hopefully, and they can get down to the scoring range. They trail 31-14. Break the huddle and come back out now. If Havens will have Bush standing right behind him. Havens has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Drops back to pass. Looking left side, he overthrows his intended receiver. Number 2, Darnell Clem. So it brings up 3rd down and 11. 22 seconds left. Now Havens has 2 receivers, both sides of him. Bush behind him. Drops back to pass. He gives it off to Bush. Bush breaks a few tackles. It'll be stopped short of a 1st down. So it'll be 4th down and about 3. They're going to say 4th and 2.
Number 9, Justin Tello, and number 49, Mike Cunningham, in on the stop for Ohio Northern.
And that will do it. We are at halftime. Your score, the Polar Bears 31, Pioneers 14. We'll be back right after these messages.
Get up to a $100 credit when you sign up for NKTelco Switch and Save. With over 215 channels on demand, watch TV everywhere and whole home DVR, plus 15 meg high-speed internet and unlimited local and nationwide long distance, all for one amazing low price. Call today.
Welcome back to Ohio Northern University as we're at halftime. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of the Ohio Northern University Marching Band.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more. Need a good night's sleep? Here at Francis Furniture, we fulfill all your needs and wants with a huge selection of quality, low-priced furnishings. We guarantee our mattresses will give you the best night's sleep ever.
Welcome back to Dow Roberson Stadium, Bill Robinson Field here on the campus of Ohio Northern University. We're at halftime. Polar Bears with the lead, 31-14. And with your first half stats, here's Dave.
Thanks, Tom. Ohio Northern, as one would anticipate, had the edge in total offensive yards by nature of the 31-14 lead that they have. Ohio Northern had 31 offensive plays for 339 yards, 20 rushes for 200 yards, passing yards net 139, as Ricardo Johnson was 7 out of 11, and again total offense 339. Marietta, 237 yards total offense, 44 total plays. They tried to keep it on the ground for most of the half, 33 carries, 191 yards. Passing offense, they had 46 yards net, as their quarterbacks were 3 out of 11. Total offense, again, 237 yards total. One thing about Ohio Northern, as you took a look at the first half and red zone scoring chances, which is listed on the statistical analysis of the first half, Ohio Northern 4 for 4, which makes the difference in this one at 31-14. Taking a look at some individual statistics, because some of these are very good for Ohio Northern. Rushing, Justin Magazine, 12 rushes, 102 yards. Ricardo Johnson, 7 rushes, 87 yards, and Devon Price, 1 rush for 11 yards. Marietta was led by their fine halfback Roger Bush. Bush, 14 carries, 96 yards. Lucas Havens and rushed for 9 carries and 57 yards. Nick O'Neill, also in the backfield with Bush, had 10 rushes for 38 yards. Big difference, the passing statistics. Havens was 3 out of 9 for 46 yards, giving Ohio Northern a decided advantage in that area. Defensively, I'd like to mention that for Ohio Northern, Justin Tello had a great first half. 11 total tackles, 5 unassisted and 6 assisted. And we're underway, Tom.
Opening kickoff here in the third quarter, right up the middle. Excellent job on the return, bringing it up to the 27-yard line.
And I think you also, on the defensive side, you want to point out the play of Trent Stout. Stout, 9 total tackles, 6 unassisted and 3 assisted tackles, and of course the Polar Bears' leading tackler on the season, Zach Smergy. He had 5 tackles in that first half of play. Scott Rapps, defensive end, had 4 tackles. So good first half for Ohio Northern.
They get the ball to start here in the second. Johnson takes a snap, hands it off to Magazine. He goes up the middle. He'll be stopped at the line. No gain on the play. Be second down and 10.
Just a steady performance here overall by Ohio Northern. Defensively, there was a mistake or so on the one pass play, but for the most part, Ohio Northern has been very consistent in their offense and defense, and trying to pull away here in the second half.
Yeah, and really for the Pioneers, that pass was dropped, but the Pioneers, really it was their first possession when they scored their opening drive. After that, they really didn't do much.
That was the score of the sum of a big thing for Marietta. They came down and put a 7 on the board and took the lead right away. So the reaction by Ohio Northern, a good reaction. They came back on offense, and then I think they played a pretty decent first half of football defensively.
You're exactly right. They said, you're not going to do that in our house.
Yeah, That's right. Yeah. Yep. Very aggressive play by them, and that's great to see.
Absolutely. Rodriguez throws it downfield and coming back to the ball by Price.
I'll tell you, the more you watch Devin Price play, the more you get impressed by him.
Yeah, excellent job here. Watch this on the replay.
Receiver.
He comes back to the ball. Wow, excellent job.
And a penalty also.
Oh, roughing the passer. So they roughed the quarterback, so you're going to tack on 15 yards to the end of that reception.
Now, I tell you what, head coach Dean Paul is going to have quite a challenge to decide on quarterbacks.
Oh, no, you're exactly right.
When Will Freed comes back from his injury, and Ricardo Johnson is certainly making the most of his opportunities.
Johnson gives this one to Magazine. Gets taken down after about a yard.
And it's great that they have such wonderful depth.
You're exactly right, yes.
2 bona fide quality quarterbacks, and Johnson, as you could see, just gets stronger and stronger with every play, and it's is only his second career start. So
yeah, that is definitely a nice thing to have. Now Johnson has 2 receivers to his right and left. Magazine behind him on his right side. He fakes the handoff. It's the pass out to number 88. That's Logan Ray.
Just a nice, short, compact throwing motion and puts it right on the numbers. And Ray out of Van Wert makes the catch. And Ohio Northern's drive looking at a 3rd down and short yardage situation.
So 3rd and 2. The ball is resting at the 28-yard line. The opening drive of the 3rd quarter here. As Ray was in motion, they give it off to Magazine. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still going inside the 20, inside the 15. Finally taken down at about the 13-yard line.
Just that powerful running that Magazine has for a guy that's not all that big, but nonetheless very powerful. As you can see, it takes 2 Marietta players that time to bring him down.
2 to bring him down after he broke 5 before that.
That's touching a lot of people on defense.
It is. So 1st and 10 at the 13.
Here he comes again.
Yes. Just take it to the right side and gains about 3 yards on that one. Brings it down to the 10.
He doesn't want to come down either, does he?
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he makes that very obvious.
He's 5'6", 190 pounds. So.
So 2nd and 8. Ball is at the 11-yard line. Trips to his right, fakes the handoff, throws the pass out to Price. Price has some blockers and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Polar Bears.
Boy, they set that up very easily.
Yes.
Price gets the pass and plenty of blockers in front of him, and Marietta did not respond very well that time, and Ohio Northern's lead is extended here early in the third quarter.
DeMario for the extra point. Snap is back. Hold is down. It is up. And it is good. 11:22 left to go in the third quarter. Your score, the Polar Bears 38. Pioneers 14. We'll be back right after these messages.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
11:22 left to go in this third quarter. Nice scoring drive there for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, nice touchdown pass, Ricardo Johnson to Devin Price, 10 yards, and Ohio Northern is up 38-14. That'd be Ricardo's third touchdown pass of the evening.
So Cheney will kick the ball off here for the Polar Bears. Nice return. Brings it up to about the 38-yard line. 39-yard line where they'll officially spot it. So 11:15 now left in this third quarter. First possession for the Pioneers. Higgins tosses it back. Gonna lose a yard on that play.
Say Bush has 14 carries, 96 yards before that run. Looks like he lost a yard, but he's been a real workhorse for Marietta.
So 2nd down and 11. Give it off to Bush again. Bush goes up the middle. Gains about 4 on the play.
I think that was Scott Rapps, number 99. That's a heck of a stop by Rapps.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7 now. Ball at the 42. Havens has Bush on his right side, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. High snap goes through the hands. And he's able to get a pass off, but tackled in the backfield. They were able to get it to Hindman. He's going to get tackled in the backfield at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 14 now. Punting again will be the Pioneers.
Zach Camper, he's number 49 there. He had 3 punts in the first half, 31.3 average. Longest was 43.
Gets this one away. Fair catch signal and caught. So the Polar Bears will take over. The ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line.
A 40-yard punt by Camper.
9:28 left to go in the quarter. Again, Johnson has Magazine now on his left side. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Gives it off to Magazine. Breaks a few tackles. Gets the ball close to a first down. He does. He gets the first down by a yard. Runs 11 on that play. It's the ball up to the 36.
Magazine has 17 carries tonight, and with that rush should go over 130 yards total rushing yards for the evening.
Nice game.
Yep, very nice game.
Give it to him again. He goes right up the middle. Shake and bake a little bit. Breaks a few tackles to the 30 and pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line, 27-yard line.
Basic football here.
Nice run again. Look at this, right up the middle.
Look at that right there. Beautiful move.
Breaks a few tackles. Good blocking downfield.
Nobody really wants to get in front of him.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Like Johnson was doing something to Magazine's helmet. Fakes it. Tosses it out. Ball's incomplete. Pass intended for Price. So bring up 2nd down and 10 now. 8:17 on the clock. Johnson hands it off to Magazine again. He runs it on the right side.
It's, as you watch this game unfold, there's just a dominance of the Ohio Northern University offensive line over the Marietta defensive line, and there's just, you can see it beautifully on the television screen. There's some pretty good sized holes developing for Justin Magazine, who's a good quick runner to begin with.
And he gained 8 on that run right there, so it brings up 3rd and 2. He fakes the handoff with Johnson. He's going to keep it himself, and he is going to lose a yard maybe on that. Yeah, he'll lose a yard, so it's going to bring up 4th down and 3. They'll spot the ball on the 20-yard line. See what he's going to do here. Looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field. They get the play from the sideline. Johnson takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's going to keep it and has a huge hole, and he's going to bring it in for a touchdown.
Boy, once he got outside and that quickness and that speed, he just reversed his direction a little bit. The flow is going one way, and into the end zone he goes.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he sees the field so well.
Yeah, look at this.
You know?
Watch this. Boom.
Yeah, he sees
There's
that
the
opening.
cut.
And he sees these guys coming, so he's going to go out to his left even a little more. And,
defensive lineman is not going to catch number 1, that's for sure.
Right. Absolutely. Excellent job there by Ricardo Johnson. Kick is up, and it is good by DeMario. So 6:44 in the third quarter. Your score, 45-14 in favor of the Polar Bears. You're watching college football here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and now New Bremen.
.6:44 left to go in the third quarter. Polar Bears score again, making it 45-14. Nice drive.
Yeah, Ricardo Johnson, 20-yard run, beautiful run. He now goes over 100 yards rushing, and Ohio Northern has 2 rushers over 100 yards. Ricardo Johnson, 9 rushes tonight, 106 yards.
Nice.
Coupled with Justin Magazine, 19 rushes, 177 yards.
Unbelievable. Kickoff is taken at the 13-yard line by Bush. Flag's going to come in. 2 flags are going to come in. Let's say they're going to be on the same thing. The illegal block in the back against the Pioneers. Back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it'll be first down and 10. The ball is resting at the 18-yard line for the Pioneers. Havens has Bush right behind him. He hands it off to him. Goes up the middle. And he is swarmed by the entire defensive line of the Polar Bears. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up second down and 7. Havens takes the snap. Hands it off to O'Neal. O'Neal runs around the right side. Brings it to the 25.
Like number 49, Mike Cunningham, in on the stop that time.
So it brings up 3rd and 4 for the Pioneers. Hands it off to O'Neal. Neal gets it close to the first down. I believe he's got it by a yard. They say he does. Moves the chains. Right back to the line of scrimmage go the Pioneers. Havens is going to keep this one. He fumbles the ball.
I think they're going to rule that he's down right at about the 35.
Okay, so be second down and 4. Again, right back to the line of scrimmage go the Pioneers. Hurry up offense here. Havens, another high snap. They had that earlier on. No gain, so it's going to stay 3rd and 4 now.
That's really hurt Marietta a couple times here this evening. The snap, that is.
4:23 now. Clock continues to run. Third quarter. Havens has 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Bush was to his right in the backfield. They try to get it out to him, and the pass is incomplete. So now it'll be 4th and 4. Yeah. No need to try to get something here. Just kick it away. 4 minutes left to go in the quarter. Another high snap, and there's going to be a flag. So, false start against the Pioneers. Back them up 5 yards. Puts the ball at the 30.
That's the 6th penalty on Marietta here this evening. 47 yards total.
A nice punt off. Fair caught at the 29-yard line. The Polar Bears will take over there with 3:51 left to go in this third quarter. First down and 10, ball resting at the 29.
Just not much for Marietta to talk about on offense, really, either. And let's give Ohio Northern's defense some credit.
Fakes the handoff. Rodriguez taken down in the backfield. Ricardo Johnson taken down in the backfield. Maybe he does make it right back to the line of scrimmage. He does get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Give it off to Magazine, goes up the middle. Gain of a couple on that run. Under 3 to go in the third quarter. Again, Johnson takes the snap from the gun. Rolls to his right, throws to his left. Nice. Breaking a few tackles. Logan Ray, tight end for the Polar Bears.
Nice catch by the big tight end, his 2nd catch of the night. Nice run.
Picks up the first down. Brings the ball to the 44. Throws over to Price. Nice blocking downfield. Picks up another first down into Pioneer territory. Brings it down to the 40-yard line. Under 2 to go. Hands it off to Magazine. Magazine brings it down to the 36. Gain of 4 on that play. 2nd down and 6. And Johnson has Magazine to his right side. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Now Magazine switches sides. So the tight end in motion. Hands it off to Magazine. Gets a few good downfield blocks. And picks up a 1st down.
Just hard for Marietta to stop this offense for Ohio Northern.
Yes.
Just taking their time now and just starting to grind this out. And the explosiveness, the versatility and the flexibility and the different players that Ohio Northern have beginning to take its toll on Marietta.
So we're down to 35 seconds. Fakes the handoff. As a receiver over the middle, touchdown, Polar Bears. Excellent job again, Devin Price, again in stride. Again, excellent job here on the replay. Right over the middle, Price, look at that, right in stride.
Beautiful play.
51-14, PAT pending. Snap is back, hold is down. DeMario puts it up, and it is good. 26 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Your score, the Polar Bears 52, Pioneers 14. We'll be back right after these messages.
Innovation, it's all around us. NKTelco developed a fiber network in our communities over 10 years ago when the competitors were only thinking about it. Increasing bandwidth to make it convenient for the whole family to enjoy online entertainment and gaming. With our IPTV solution, you can enjoy over 80 HD channels, providing quality TV and movies for the whole family, and even take them on the go with our Watch TV Everywhere app. All this from a company that believes in local customer service from people you know and trust. NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
(52-14) in favor of the Polar Bears. Nice scoring drive there again. A pass from Johnson to Price right over the middle.
Devon Price, 10 catches tonight, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, and another great evening for Devon Price. What a show he's put on. And Ricardo Johnson, accuracy, 13 out of 19. Some excellent passing, 236 yards.
Nice hole there for the Pioneers. They return it up to the 41-yard line. Excellent starting position here for Marietta. 20 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Relatively quick 3rd quarter, I thought.
Lots of offense for Ohio Northern.
Yes, right, yeah.
3 touchdowns.
They give it off to Bush. Bush runs around the left side. Gains 4 on the play. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter here. 2 on the clock. They will not get the hike off. So we have 3 in the books. Your score, the Polar Bears 52, Pioneers 14. You're watching college football on NKTelco Sports. fourth quarter about ready to start here. Pioneers with the ball. They trail 52-14. The ball on the 45-yard line. As the Polar Bears break huddle. Come out onto the field. Here come the Pioneers.
Just a good overall performance by Ohio Northern here, offensively, defensively. After the first drive, as we talked earlier in the game, boy, Marietta had a wonderful first quarter drive to start the game, but since then, it's been the Ohio Northern show.
Absolutely. As Bush there gains a few yards going up the middle, and the Polar Bears have done it evenly, run, pass, pretty much. So maybe not exactly, but, they've done a nice job.
Yeah, they've got
balance
nice balance. And
yep. Havens hands it off to Bush. Bush goes up the middle, breaks a few tackles, and picks up a first down, bringing it into Polar Bear territory. Gets it to the 44-yard line. Getting back to the hurry-up offense here for the Pioneers. Bush again down to the left side.
That's his 19th carry of the night, and he has 113 plus 2, so about 115 yards.
It's a lot of carries.
Yes, it is.
So second down and 8.
You're talking about balance in the offense. Ohio Northern has 543 offensive yards.
Wow. Going over the middle, has a receiver down there. No good, and we have a couple flags on the play.
Lots of flag activity.
They will call defensive pass interference.
Out of those 543 yards for Ohio Northern, 308 are rushing and 235 are passing. So pretty good balance there by Ohio Northern.
So it'll be a first down for the Pioneers when they mark off the penalty. Ball will rest now at the 27. Fake the handoff. Throws it right side and caught. Was he in bounds?
Out of bounds.
They say out of bounds. That was to Alex Smith. This will be second down and 10. They do hand it off to Bush. Gain of 3 on the play. Bring up 3rd and 7. Havens has 2 receivers to his right. Bush runs to the right and gets tackled as soon as he caught the ball in the backfield.
Cody Cox, number 11, the outside linebacker for Ohio Northern. Watch Cody on this play.
Yeah, look at that. Textbook tackling right there. Loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 4th down and 8. Ball resting at the 25. So they got 3 receivers to his right. 1 goes in motion. That'd be Moorfield. Hensley drops back to pass, and it's incomplete. We have a penalty flag thrown in the backfield. They're going to get roughing the passer on the Polar Bears. So a big break here for the Pioneers. To be half the distance to the goal. First down. Be first down, first and 10. They spot the ball at the 18. So second life here for the Pioneers. Goes O'Neal, goes up the middle. Nice positive yardage there for O'Neal. Gained 7 on that run, 3rd and 3. Give it to O'Neal again. Nice hard running as he picks up a first down. Clock continues to run, 11:30. Now Bush is in the backfield. Excuse me, O'Neal's still back there. Yes, he is. He's up the middle. They're going to say down at the 2. This will be second and goal from the 2-yard line. Havens gives it off to O'Neal, goes right up the middle for the touchdown. Nice touchdown there as they hand it off right up the middle. Nick O'Neal.
So Bush goes over 120 yards in rushing. That's his second touchdown of the night as the extra point is coming up for Marietta.
Kick is up, and it is good. 10:37 left to go in the ball game. Your score, the Polar Bears 52, Pioneers 21. We'll be back right after these messages.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
10:37 left to go in the ball game. Nice scoring drive there put together by the Pioneers, but sort of helped out there on the towards the end there as they got that roughing the passer called, which gave them second life.
Yeah, big penalty, and that really gave him the second life, like you said. And Nick O'Neal, 2-yard run puts Marietta on the board for their third touchdown of the night. Extra point makes it a 52-21 contest. That drive was 11 plays and 59 yards. Time of possession, 4:43.
The ball was taken at the 35-yard line, still going with it. Crossing the 40. So the Polar Bears will take it first down and 10. The ball is at the 42-yard line. 10:30 left to go in the ball game. So Connor Devine goes out in the quarterback position here. He hands it off to Magazine.
Devine's senior and has seen some action this year. And normally he's the snapper on a lot of on all of the extra point kicks and all the special teams efforts.
So gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Devine has trips to his left, gives it off to Magazine. He crosses midfield with it, gets it to about the 49 of the Pioneers. We'll bring up 3rd and 1.5. Devine is going to keep it himself. He fakes the handoff, avoids 2 tackles, and picks up a 1st down. Brings the ball to the 45 of the Pioneers. 1st down and 10. Clock has 9:10 on it.
And Ohio Northern just keeping the ball on the ground, trying to use the clock.
Fakes the handoff, passes over the middle.
I'm glad I said that.
Looks like he got the pass out to Brendan Hadley, freshman wide receiver. Now Devine has trips to his right, hands it off. Gains 5 on the play for the Polar Bears. Now down to 8:05 on the clock.
Is that Rodney Holmes?
So I'm trying to.
Number 5. It's hard to see. There, yeah. It's
yes.
Holmes.
Yep. Wow, breaking a bunch of tacklers here. I believe that was Hadley again. No, excuse me, that's 83, Chad Rex. Freshman wide receiver.
Out of Bradenton, Florida.
The rain is starting to come down here at Dow Roberson Stadium, Bill Robinson Field, the campus of Ohio Northern University. So they have a wonderful stadium here on the campus. 3rd night game in the history on campus for the Polar Bears. As Holmes carries again for the Polar Bears. Picks up about 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6. Again, they get the play call from the sideline. Devine gives it to Holmes, goes up the middle with it. Be short of the first, about 3 yards. So 3rd and 3, the ball sitting on the 9-yard line. And we have a timeout taken by the Pioneers, so we'll take a timeout too. We'll be back right after these messages.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
6:17 left to go in the ball game. 52-21. Polar Bears with the lead. Looking at 3rd and 3 for the Pioneers. The ball's at the 9-yard line. Excuse me, I said 3rd and 3 for the Pioneers and 3rd and 3 for the Polar Bears.
So you know, we'll talk about some statistics in the interim here, but Justin Magazine did hit 200 yards rushing.
Nice.
24 carries, 200 yards rushing. So
wow.
What a great effort by Justin Magazine.
And he makes it look so easy, really.
Yes.
Of course, we know it's not, but he makes it look easy. So tackled in the backfield. Big stop there by the Pioneers.
Then you take that a step further and you look at Devon Price, 10 receptions, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Wow, nice.
And those are 2 seniors. So that's
yes, yeah. Now you throw Ricardo Johnson in there.
Yeah, sophomore.
Well, how many yards rushing did he have tonight?
Oh, he had 106. Wow. 10 carries, 106.
There you go, three athletes. 300 yards.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, wow. So going for the field goal, and it is good. 55-21 your score. 5:26 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back right after these messages.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
55-21, 5:26 left to go. That was the first field goal attempt of the entire ball game, I believe.
Yeah, it was capped a 10-play, 48-yard drive by Ohio Northern. Time of possession, 5 minutes and 5 seconds. And as they took some, actually they did take some pretty good chunk of time off the clock that time. And time of possession is just about even in this one, believe it or not. Marietta's got 27 minutes and Ohio Northern 26.
So that kickoff will go out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but into the end zone, through the end zone. So the Pioneers will take it 1st and 10 at the 20.
You know, it's kind of funny. The defense is out on the field for Ohio Northern, and there's just some Ohio Northern players that have had some outstanding games. Trent Stout, we've been talking about him all night. 18 total tackles tonight. Wow. Justin Tello, 13 total tackles. Zach Schmergy, 9 tackles, and Scott Rapps, 8 tackles. So Ohio Northern's defense has put some pretty respectable numbers up this evening as well.
Here's an unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Pioneers. So that will back them up to the 12-yard line.
That's the 7th penalty for them tonight.
Wow.
That's a bunch.
That's a bunch, yes.
Throwing a couple missed snaps, throwing no fumbles lost. Not a pretty picture.
No, not at all. That was Bush carrying the ball there. Gains 3 on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7. as we approach the 5-minute mark left to go in the ball game.
Ohio Northern is 7 for 7 in red zone chances here.
Wow, that's
says something about Ohio Northern.
Yeah,
offense, or does it say something about the defense we've seen tonight?
A little bit of both, but an excellent catch there. But did he fumble it? No, he dropped it. So they're going to say it is incomplete. But he had to reach back to get that. So bring up 3rd down now, 3rd and 7. As Havens has Bush behind him. As the play clock was about to expire, Pioneers quickly call a timeout. We'll just keep it right here and thank our sponsors for the ball game. They are 4U Office Supply, Wagner's IGA, NKTelco, Ohio Northern University, CUPE, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, and Francis Furniture. And our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Our replay sponsor, Sydney Body Car Star. And, of course, our keys to the game were brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference. And on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard, 55-21, favor of the Polar Bears. So Havens drops back to pass, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. That was intended for number 17, the tight end, Nick Hymanen. The Polar Bears, or the Pioneers, will be forced to punt. Polar Bears will get good position, field position out of this one, as the Pioneers again will be punting into the wind. Polar Bears don't even cross midfield. Now there's going to be another penalty against the Pioneers. False start. So now they'll be punting from inside their end zone. Zach Camper. He gets the kick off and drops at about the 30 and rolls backwards, takes a Polar Bear bounce, and it is down at the 27-yard line.
A little tough hitting it into that wind.
It really is. And you get that ball up there, and you can just see it. Once it gets up there, just whoop, right down it goes.
Yep. That gives Ohio Northern probably as good a field position as she can get off of a punt.
You're exactly right, yes. So we have 4:30 on the clock. Connor Devine, excuse me. Tries to throw it outside to number 83, Chad Rex. Is incomplete. So now 2nd down and 10. Devine hands it off to Holmes. Gains 4, brings up 3rd down and 6. Devine has trips to his right. Now Holmes goes to Devine's right side to hand off to him. Oh, excellent run up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Polar Bears. (61-21).
Rodney Holmes, beautiful run by Holmes, and extra points coming up.
DeMario gets the kickoff. It's up, and it is good. 52-21, 3:36 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back after these messages.
Need a good night's sleep? Here at Francis Furniture, we fulfill all your needs and wants with a huge selection of quality, low-priced furnishings. We guarantee our mattresses will give you the best night's sleep ever.
.336 left to go in the ball game.
Tell you, Rodney Holmes had a nice run that time, 23 yards, and you know, you start looking ahead for next year and for Ohio Northern, and you wonder what kind of role Rodney might have in the Ohio Northern offense with, of course, Justin Magazine, a senior this year, and will Holmes be one of the contenders for that spot? He certainly is gaining some experience here this evening, that's for sure.
You're exactly right. Yeah, he's been showcasing it here tonight with
5 rushes, 39 yards,
nice,
and a touchdown. So
yeah, he really looked good on that last run. Seeing the field well. That kickoff will go out of bounds again, or not out of bounds, but out of the end zone for the Polar Bears. So Pioneers will take over first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 3:36 left to go in this ball game. So Havens in the gun. Hands it off. Very, very short game, if anything.
You just have so much depth with Ohio Northern. You know, you really look at this in the defense, offense, you know, they're running, you know, some strong players out there late in the game, and Marietta, it's just very difficult for the Pioneers to compete.
And now they got Darian Fields in there as quarterback. He's a freshman, 5'9" freshman. Nice run there. Brings up about the 3rd and 4, so gain of 6 on that run. As we have a light rain here in Ada. Goes off to Bledsoe. And he picks up the first down. They'll move the chains, brings the ball up to the 41-yard line. So we have 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Fake the handoff. Passes downfield. They tried to get it to number 13, McDaniel. Falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10. And now the rain is starting to become a little heavier. Some of the fans are starting to head for cover. A fumble. I believe Fields was able to recover the ball. The loss of 3 brings up 3rd and 13. They get the play from the sidelines. Clock continues to run at 1:15. Play clock at 10. They hand it off and nowhere with it. Lost a couple yards.
Say one thing Marietta's not had much success at is throwing the football here tonight.
No, you're exactly right.
Very little offense from there. They've got like 38 yards, and Havens is 5 out of 13, and Fields is 0 for 6. So, you know, you're looking at something like 5 for 19 overall tonight.
Wow. So they will punt the ball away.
Into the wind.
Into the wind. Got 5 seconds on the play clock. They get it off the punt.
There it dies.
Yep, it does. And it will be down at the 39-yard line. 15 seconds to go in the ball game.
26-yarder. You can take and put the ones that he kicked with the wind and against the wind. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
So the one snap that the Polar Bears need, and they will let the time run out. The Polar Bears are victorious over the Marietta Pioneers, 62-21. We'll be back with your final stats right after these messages.
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Protect them by stopping copier violence. 4U Office provides a full line of quality printers and copiers that keeps your team working efficiently and safely.
Welcome back to Ohio Northern University, Bill Robertson Stadium, Dow Robinson Field, where the Polar Bears are victorious 62-21 over the Marietta Pioneers. And with your final game stats, here's Dave.
Well, where do you start? A couple of big highlights for Ohio Northern, a very convincing victory here this evening. Number one, Justin Magazine. Great effort rushing-wise, 24 rushes, 200 yards. Quarterback Ricardo Johnson, 10 rushes, 106 yards. Total rushing offense for Ohio Northern, 358 yards total. Passing, again, Ricardo Johnson had an excellent game, 13 out of 19 for 235 yards total. Backup senior Connor Devine came in 2 out of 3 for 25 total for Ohio Northern passing, 15 out of 22 for 260 yards. Total offense in the game for Ohio Northern, 618 yards, 65 plays. What a marvelous offensive effort here by Ohio Northern. Defensively, they were led by Trent Stout with 18 total tackles. Justin Tello had 13 to lead the Polar Bears. On the Marietta side, they gained 300 yards and 73 offensive plays. Rushing 55 carries for 262 yards. The big telling factor for Marietta as far as offense is concerned, only 5 out of 18 for 38 yards. Ohio Northern goes to 6-2. They stay in this hunt for that second place position right behind Mount Union, and the next 3 weeks or next couple of weeks are going to be critical for Ohio Northern, Tom.
No, you're exactly right, and again, you mentioned it there in the stats a couple times throughout the game. What an excellent job by Ricardo Johnson coming in, and he did a heck of a job tonight, both passing and rushing.
Second career start, and with the injury to Will Freed, is doing a fine job and puts quite a question upon the Ohio Northern coaching staff, or at least us pundits from the press box can say. I'm sure they know what they'll do, but
absolutely. So he
makes for a great position. They got some very good quarterbacks.
Yes,
there.
absolutely. So a big win for the Polar Bears, and that will wrap it up here for us tonight from Bill Robertson Field, Dow Robinson Stadium. I'm Tom Sharp, my partner Dave Helmstetter, our camera crew Phil Wiedenhef, Bryce Hamrick, Kurt Kuffner, our producer Daniel Allen, and assistant producer Andy Bundy. Thanks for watching.